Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn energy reading, and this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take the parts that do resonate. If it does not, leave the parts that do not resonate, as those may be meant for someone else. All right, so we're going to look at what you may possibly be struggling with, what you need to look at, and possible future energies. So struggling with hope and the star and direction and guidance, and what you need to look at is that something needs to be rebuilt, something needs to be torn down, something needs to happen, right? Stripping things down. And then I felt like these two, we have progress towards letting go what's holding you back, but also progress towards that transformation, like bringing in change and things happening for you. Things start to happen for you, right? And why is that? Because of the Tower. And that's what I've said before, is that I do like the Tower, because that means that there's something that wasn't working. There's something that wasn't right. There's something that needed to be exposed. There's something that needed to be torn down or changed, or because it wasn't working for you. Like it wasn't a positive thing for you. It wasn't good energy. It wasn't something that was helping you to grow. It was something that was hindering you, and that needs to be changed. I mean, it also could be surprises coming in, but I feel like with it struggling with the star card, it could be an Aquarius that you're struggling with that person, and maybe you want to, you know, have a breakup within the relationship. But I also feel like it could be that you're struggling with hope, you're struggling with guidance, you're struggling with what should I do, where should I go, like what's my next step. And sometimes this could be just taking it back to the beginning, right? It's like, okay, if I'm struggling where I'm at, do I need to go back to the beginning because I've gotten in above my head? Like, for example, with my horse, I'm trying to work with him on stuff, and sometimes I'm ready for him to go to the next level, but he's not. So then we have to go back to basics, right? We have to pare things back to where he can understand what it is that I want him to do, or what I'm trying to work on, so that we're both at the same level. That maybe you've gotten ahead of something and you've gotten too far, and that you need to go back to the beginning, and you need to step it back a little bit and then move ahead, move forward in a better space, because you were, you know, moving forward when you weren't ready for it. All right, so let's grab some cards here. So the star. Oh, you know what? I wanted to do the my Lenormand. Do my Lenormand. So struggling with the star, and what else do we have for Capricorn here? Why are they struggling with the star? That faith and belief that you have. Could be that faith that you have in yourself, the faith that you have in whatever the situation, wherever you feel that lost, right? Lost in that guidance, you're feeling lost. There's a mask on here. There's a mask on here that needs to be removed. That's what I was saying, is like, maybe you're not being true to yourself. Maybe you're not being true to a situation, right? That the truth of something is being hidden. Are you hiding the truth? Are you hiding how you feel, right? That there's a mask on here. That's what I said, is taking things down, tearing things down, stripping things down, that there's a mask here, okay? And then for future energies, love it. And I feel like this one, right? I feel like it's definitely getting yourself into a better place and then moving forward. Right? Loving yourself. Why? Because you took the mask off. You were true to what you were feeling. All right. What else do we have going on here with Capricorn, with the star and the cross? Yeah, taking the time out. You're not sure. Again, confusion. Not sure what you want to do. We have the Hierophant, again, faith and belief and guidance and direction, and maybe you feel that you're too on your own, and that you need that community around you, right? You need that. Again, we have the Death card, which is over here, but I feel like this Death card is heading towards that Death card. And then we have the Hierophant here. So I feel like this is all swirling within itself. And it's all kind of leading you to this direction. And I feel that it's leading you to this tower and to this mask for you to see, right? For you to see what's truly going on here, for you to see what is important to you. Getting down to business, working on things, right? Teamwork. Could be teamwork with someone else, because we have those two there, and then we have that. Teamwork. Queen of Swords, the truth of the situation. How are you truly feeling about a situation? That's this. Ooh, I like that. The Two of Wands. The world is yours. We have the Hermit. I feel like the Hermit's been coming out a lot for Capricorn. Ooh, and then we have the Ace of Wands. Excellent. I love it. So we have the Ace of Wands, and then we have the Two of Wands, so it's like that progression. And aces are new beginnings, new starts, new actions. Like you're actually taking actions to make things happen. You're taking actions to look within, to shine a light on where do I want to go from here, right? Shining that light on this Two of Wands and saying, I need to start, I need to take the initial first step to make things happen. That if I want change, I have to be change. And it's almost like this Queen of Swords is looking at this and saying, hey, you need to do this. You need to look within. You need to change some things up. You need to take this mask off, right? You have to deal with this tower. You have to deal with this mask and working on it. That you're hiding something. Are you hiding something? But this energy here is very positive because we have the ship which is sailing away, and I feel like it's getting yourself in a better place. And we have the Death card, which is that you're holding on to something that's stopping you from moving forward, but yet it's also representing transformation, and definitely there's transformation with this Two and Ace of Wands. Transformation within yourself. I love that. That's that personal growth. I love that. Taking that time for you. Do you need to take time for you to yourself to see what's really going on here? Sometimes we get so busy with other things going on that it's almost like we're masking the problem, right? We're keeping ourselves so busy so that we don't have to deal with this tower. But yet the tower seems to be getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger until we finally recognize it and we finally see it and we say, okay, yeah, I got to deal with it. I got to work on it now. I got to get past this. And only you are in control of seeing that tower and working through that tower and taking off that mask. That's not up to anyone else. That's up to you. You're in charge of when that's dealt with. You're in charge of making the change, right? All right, so let's get a wisdom oracle. A change in the wind. I love it. Because that's what's happening here is the change in the wind, and that's the tower. A change in the wind. Let's get a energy oracle. So she just flipped over. And we have 7th chakra, which represents the crown chakra. So she has that big crown on there, and that represents that link to your intuition, listening to yourself, that guidance, your own compass, right? Your own guidance system. That maybe over here, that's what you were struggling with, is your own guidance system, that you weren't sure, you weren't listening to it, or you weren't in tune to it, or you were questioning it, or you weren't sure of it, or you almost felt lost, like you weren't even sure what it is that you wanted to do. And that's what I said, is tearing things down to the basics, that if you've gotten ahead of yourself, to bring yourself back in and to start working what's important with you so that you can get more in tune with your inner guidance system that you have within you. All right, so let's get a Star Dragons and see what we have here. Star Dragons for Capricorn for this reading. It's taking a little bit, but that's okay. This one, Enlightenment, moving forward. I love it. It took a little bit for me to get this card, but there was that enlightenment that this is going to take some time for you to happen, right? This is going to take some time for this process for you to go through. But then it's moving forward. And this here, I feel like that goes here with the Hermit card, that enlightenment within yourself, to light that up and say, what is my compass? Where do I need to go? Let me be in touch with my intuition. What is it telling me? Let me hear it. Let me receive it and take action on it. All right, let's get an animal oracle. I feel like this one right here. We have turtle spirit. Slow and steady wins the race. That's what I was just saying, is that just like when I was trying to get the card out for that, is that this is something that is going to take time. This is something that you cannot rush, because if you rush it, it won't be a complete cycle, that it won't fully evolve into what it's supposed to. That if you rush through it, I feel like you're going to have to go through this cycle again, that it may be good for a while, but then there is going to be another breakdown because the foundation wasn't solid that you were moving on from. So I feel like slow and steady wins the race, not trying to rush anything, but making sure that you're moving forward at a pace that works best for you. Let's get a crystal card for the reading. Crystal card for, okay, that one popped out. So we have that one, which I think is this right here, which I love this. I absolutely love this. And this is selenite. So we'll put that right on there. Luminous cleansing protection. With its moonlight glow, selenite illuminates your spiritual truth. See, that's why I felt to put that on here. Your spiritual truth and greater purpose. It aligns your chakras. Okay, so we have our chakra right here. Our 7th one is right here. And raises your awareness to higher dimensions, opening communication to your spiritual team. It brings clarity to the mind and slices through any negativity or confusion, right, with the mask there. Cleansing your energy field and protecting your aura. Selenite brings awareness to your subconscious patterns. Incredibly important that we are aware of our subconscious patterns, of those things that are happening that we don't even realize that we're doing. That if we're putting ourselves in negative situations, that if we're putting masks on, that we're used to negative patterns, that we're aware of those things that our subconscious is trying to make us do that are not healthy or good for us. Highlighting what is ready to be healed. It activates the crown chakra. Love that. Look at that. Crown chakra. I love when things like this line up. It feels so powerful. It just, I can't even explain it. Like, it's so cool that this came out. I put it on the card that we have the 7th chakra, that it, you know, it activates the crown chakra, and that's the card that came out. I just love that. I love things when things align and work out. And that's what I want to have for you too, is for things to align, for things to work out, for things to come to the surface, for you to be aligned, right? Provides a doorway to personal transformation. Again, we have the death card twice, that personal transformation for you, loving yourself. Cleanse your way to clarity, Taurus moon. Taurus, and then we had the Hierophant, which came out, did it come out twice? But no, I think it only came out once. Yeah, it only came out once. But again, like, all of these things are mentioned in this crystal, in this stone, in this energy, to solidify the message that is trying to come through to you, that is trying to get through to you. And for you to hear that, right? For you to hear that and to move forward, to have that enlightenment that, yes, this makes sense. All right, so let's get some charms. Let's see, we had enough, right? Enough. What does that represent to you? Does that represent enough as having enough of something, or enough that you're done and over with something? Trust, and we have willpower, and then look at that, we have the cross again. So I feel like that represents the Hierophant, which was, you know, mentioned here, and that faith and belief that you have in yourself, trusting yourself and having that willpower, right, to get through this tower and to take off the mask. All right, thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.